Frame, aesthetics, quality, and measurements. Today our main focus is checking the blueprint and confirming the house is built per the blueprint aesthetically, as far as quality of workmanship, and as far as measurements go. This will help prevent major financial ramifications to the company. Reason for that is, if we miss something as far as aesthetics go, it'll cost us major money in the back end. It's super important we take the time now to prevent future headaches, problems, and lost revenue for the company. So we want to start in the front of the home, the front elevation. Here we want to confirm, does the front of the house match the blueprint? We want to also confirm any decorative details are on the house that match the print are in correctly. Arches, flat headers, any decorative detail, the corbels of the garages, any window detail, we need to confirm now that it's built correctly, level, square, and plumb. We also want to move to our fascia. Is our fascia level, square, and plumb? Do we have nails protruding out of the face of it? If we do, now's the time to remove them. Remember, take your time. At this stage is the perfect time to prevent future costly repairs. Okay, front of the house is checked. Now it's time to move into the home. Here we want to start with interior doors, openings, and framed windows. Here we're going to be checking to make sure that they're the correct size. We want to measure in 3 spots: bottom, in the middle, the top as far as the width goes, and we want to measure in 2 spots for the height. This goes for the doors and the windows. Left, right. That confirms that we're level, square, and plumb. Let's stop and talk about doors first. Commonly used doors are going to be single hung swing doors, pocket doors, bifold doors, bypass doors, double French doors, and barn doors. Let's start with single hung swing doors. When we're measuring these, we want to add 2 inches to the width, 3 inches to the height. Bifolds, we want to add 1.5 inches to the width, 2 inches to the height. Pocket doors, we want to double the call out size plus 1.5 inches and then 3.5 inches to the top. Double French doors, we're adding 3 inches to the width, 3 inches to the height. Barn doors. Whenever we see a barn door, we want to ensure we get the proper opening size from the door company. We also want to make sure that whenever we see a barn door that we have blocking above the door jamb going both ways. Or if you're sure where the direction of the door is swinging, make sure you install the proper blocking for that. Jumping back to windows, we want to ensure placement of windows. Critical placements in bathrooms, kitchens, if there are kitchens upstairs, always verify placement of windows. Beyond checking for level, square, plumb, the right sizes, make sure we're pulling our correct measurements on the outside of the home to confirm that our windows are in the correct spots. Moving on to interior measurements, room dimensions, options, aesthetics, quality. Let's start with the first room we walk into. Bedrooms, dens, grand rooms. Any room in the house, we want to make sure it's built per the print. We want to make sure everything's level, square, and plumb. We want to verify options. Does it get a tray ceiling? Does it have arches? Does it have flat headers? Is there some detail that we need to find out on the walls? Is there a stucco wall? Is there a brick wall? All of these play big roles in ensuring that our quality and aesthetics are properly built. If any of these are missed, major ramifications for time and money. Moving on into the kitchen as well, we want to check for kitchen knee walls. We want to make sure they're the right height, right width, right location. Very important here. If we put it in the wrong location, nobody finds out to, guess what, cabinets show up. And that's a costly repair. Always measure every single wall. Level, square, plumb. Return walls, super important here. We want to make sure we have a minimum depth of 26 inches at all return walls for our cabinets. We want to make sure we have cabinet blocking in the proper height, proper sizing on all walls that get cabinets. We want to make sure our pantries are properly placed. Again, kitchens are critical. Take your time when measuring these areas. Moving on to bathrooms. Again, another critical area that plays a major financial impact on us if we do it wrong. We want to make sure that we're built per plan. Every wall, every cabinet area, every tub, everything is built per the plan. We're checking for cabinet blocking, tub blocking, shower blocking, boat studs in the wall, and if there's a tub deck, we want to make sure the tub deck is the right height, right size, right location. We want to make sure shower walls, bath walls are all level, square, plumb, 90 degrees or actual 90 degrees. If they're not, tile company shows up, and guess what? That's where it's found out. Tile company can't put their tile on the wall, or they do put the tile on the wall, and guess what? Builder comes, homeowner comes, look at the wall, don't accept it. Everything gets ripped out, and we come back, have to repair it after the fact because we didn't do our job in the first place. Also in the bathrooms, we're looking for shower niches, medicine cabinets. We want to make sure we have the correct size and location and height. Very critical when we're checking these things. Everything in the bathroom is very, very critical. Again, non-bearing walls are 24 inches on center. Make sure we're using material properly. Wet areas are 16 inches on center. Let's remember that. The bathrooms though, where the bathroom shower wall is, that's 16 inches on center, that area only. Also, at this time, this is the final step of your walk. You're going to want to make sure and check to ensure that the slab mason has gone and chipped everything around the house, exterior of the home, any overhang of the slab, also showers. All shower recesses should be chipped and finalized at this time. Okay. We've done all general rooms and critical measurements with our bathrooms and kitchens. And before we move on to our boat studs, deadwood, let's just reiterate the fact how important it is that we get our measurements correct. How important it is that everything is built per the print. This is our only time to confirm it's correct. We want to make sure we take our time and save us a lot of money in the long run. All right, boat studs, deadwood, and overall quality of the home. You want to take your time here again. Check for boat studs. You want to take a 6-foot level. You want to run it along the wall. And any boat studs you do find, you want to mark with a B and a squiggly line or an arrow. Deadwood. Any areas where deadwood's missing, we want to make sure it's installed. It's drywall nailer. Corners. Space 45s. If you're missing deadwood where it's supposed to be, you're going to get that nasty phone call from the drywaller or the builder saying, get over here immediately. Get this fixed now.
Hey, I'm missing deadwood a lot. 129.
Wastes your time, the builder's time, drywall's time, and the framer's time. Let's do our walks correctly and get it right the first time. Also, very critical to check at this time is stud spacing. All non-bearing walls, we want to be 24 inches on center. That's right, 24 inches on center. All bearing walls, check per plan, per engineer. Sometimes you're 12 inches on center, sometimes you're 16 inches on center, sometimes you're double studded at 24 inches on center. Always verify per print and always make sure we're using material correctly. All right guys, that does it for aesthetics, quality, and measurements. Remember, take your time, follow the Leola checklist, and always verify we're built per the print and everything looks aesthetically correct.